shift focus to some other stories then, some other global stories rather. Iran has named Mojtaba Khamenei as the country's next supreme leader, succeeding his father Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was killed in US-Israeli strike last week. Meanwhile, Israel has also struck major fuel shortage facilities near Tehran, while the US military has reported the death of 7th American service member as the war enters its second week. Sumita Karir, my colleague, is now joining us with more details on everything that is happening on the global front.
That's right. It's a major development that has happened over the weekend, along with several other updates. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the slain leader of the Islamic Republic, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has now been chosen as his successor. And in fact, the clerical body that was tasked with selecting Iran's new supreme leader, that announced on Twitter. And remember, Khamenei has vast networks as far as the business community in the region is concerned, and of course, the security community in the region is concerned. This also sends out a message that hardliners will continue to have a control over Iran. Meanwhile, this is definitely going to draw the ire of US President Donald Trump, the US administration overall, because the administration has previously suggested or indicated or spoken about the fact that they want to have an involvement in the choosing of the successor of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. So that's development number one. This is, again, a very hardliner leader that is going to be in charge of affairs in the country. Meanwhile, we've also seen severe attacks that have been made as far as oil facilities in the region are concerned, not just on oil and energy facilities, but also on desalination plants. Well, there have been two key attacks, one from the United States on Iran's desalination plants, and then from Iran to Bahrain on Bahrain's desalination plants. Why this presents a new crisis of its own is because of the fact that water is a scarcity in the Middle East, and which is why even for drinking water, people have to depend on these desalination plants, which essentially make drinking water, seawater, drinkable. And these, of course, cost a huge amount of money to sort of, clean that water to be made into drinking water. So, of course, those attacks have happened. And in fact, Iran, after that, threatened the United States. In fact, the IRGC has also said that Iran is ready to fight this war at least up to 6 months from now. Meanwhile, the Iranian side also said that they do apologize for the attacks on neighboring countries. However, they said that they're not going to do any attacks unless and until there is an attack that comes in from one of these countries. And immediately after that, we did see missile and drone strikes happen in the UAE. So, of course, tensions continue to increase in the region. And of course, Iran's security chief has also alleged that Israel is trying to disintegrate the region. Disintegration of Iran is something that Israel is wanting. So, of course, we'll have to see how this really unfolds and what is the United States going to sort of comment on the new leader who has been appointed.
Sumita, thanks so much for joining us with all those details.